Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Investments Limited, and as I speak to you, all of you all this morning at around about 5 minutes past 9:45, markets started on a positive note marginally, but then has succumbed under profit booking pressure after the all-time highs that we've been able to achieve. Not surprising with the kind of development that we've had overnight over the weekend rather, on US striking Venezuela and capturing President Maduro and his wife, and of course taking them to United States to face the justice. Knee-jerk reaction on markets could be there, but not that this particular situation that has evolved over the weekend will have a serious negative impact on our markets. And in fact, the statements made by the President of United States of America that they will take over the country at least in the interim, and they will control the crude oil production. And remember one thing, when it comes to heavy crude, Venezuela has the largest reserve in the world along with some precious metal reserves. So remains to be seen how the entire transition process happens, what is the reaction from the citizens in Venezuela, and how does the situation gets back to normal, and is there any kind of unpleasant surprise in store. I think this will evolve over the next couple of weeks. It's a developing story, and I think we should just wait it out till the time we have more clarity. But any serious impact as of now, according to the situation that has evolved on the Indian equity market, seems to be bare minimum. And in case if the oil production has to go up, then naturally the crude oil prices where they are at $60 Brent and $57 NYMEX, there could be much more lower trajectory, which will open up positivity as far as India is concerned. So this is, and of course, the impact on whenever these kind of geopolitical situation has risen, it eventually leads to a lot of money flying to safety in precious metals, that is gold and silver. So on all three accounts, if the crude oil production is ramped up by US and Venezuela, crude oil prices are likely to cool down. On the flip side, precious metals, silver and gold, because of flight to safety, we expect there is an upward move as far as precious metals are concerned. And possibly, if there is any further escalation, there were news about, not confirmed news, but there are certain views that the next target on US list is Cuba. Again, it all remains to be seen how the situation evolves. But as of now, no serious impact on the Indian income taxes. Having said that, I think let me give you a broad range for the market in the near term, in the next week or so. On the lower side, 26,000, 26,100 is the level where you will see profit buying coming in at lower level. On the higher side, as and when we have a decisive close about 26,350, 26,375 on closing basis on the Nifty spot, then the upside opens up to 26,500 to 26,700. That's the broad range for the Nifty. On the India VIX, after being at the lowest level in the last many years, marginal uptick this morning, around 10.03% is the level on India VIX, with an uptick of about 6%. On rupee dollar equation, a little bit of weakness, slightly weakness, 90.25 rupees to $1, and a weakness of 0.04 paise is what we are witnessing. Expect these range to continue, at least for the near term. And on the crude oil front, $60.61 to a barrel is Brent, $57.11 to a barrel is NYMEX. And like I mentioned in my opening remarks, if going into the future there's going to be a ramp up of crude oil production by US and Venezuela, then that will lead to large supply and demand at a lower level, which will eventually bring down the crude oil prices. That's the basically view. On the auto sector, I think the month-on-month numbers for the month of December were very encouraging. And our sense at Geojit Investment is that now, over the last couple of months, what we have witnessed is that the export market is really opening up for the Indian auto manufacturing companies. So that's going to be a tailwind trigger along with the domestic demand and the new launches. So auto sector is going to be focused. Business update by NBFC BFSI segment is very robust. That was the case in the Q1, Q2, and even in Q3. The business updates that have been given by BFSI segment is very strong. Expect strong earnings from the BFSI segment as and when we see the curtain raiser for the third quarter on 10th of January 2026 onwards. We'll have the third quarter numbers, so I expect positivity over there. And overall, our sense is that this year could give you a better return compared to last year, that is 2025. Investment ideas, we always share with you, friends, two investment ideas. The first one is a small to mid cap capital goods engineering company called KEC International. There were negative news flows. It was barred from the tender process, etc., because of certain regulatory issues, but that has been now put in abeyance. And the order book, they have received some very strong orders. So, and the valuation where it trades, the downside is extremely limited from a long-term point of view. First investment idea is a small to mid cap category investment engineering, cap goods engineering company, KEC International. Second one is from the metal SPAC, and metal SPAC has been buzzing for all the good reason. And after a very long time, in fact, metal pack has been in the spotlight. So expect metal sector to perform well. Jindal Steel is the company that is the investment idea from a long-term point of view. And mind you, for the metal sector, you need to have at least 2 years, 2.5 years plus kind of horizon because of the vulnerability or positivity, depending upon which way the news flow is from the international area, especially from US and China. So, but definitely on the domestic consumption side, the demand looks to be extremely strong. So, Jindal Steel is the second investment idea. Mind you, friends, I'll give a disclosure that these two recommendation investment ideas are from our fundamental research team from a long-term point of view. Our company Geojit or I, we do not have any kind of personal investment, no financial interest, no conflict of interest, but we give advice to our clients on similar lines. They might have their investment interest. So start at current levels on both these stocks, KEC International and Jindal Steel, and on dips you can add on to it. Thank you very much for your patience, Zering. I'll see you again next week. Till then, please do take care of yourself. Bye-bye.